Did you realize that you don't need to pump out hundreds of push-ups every single day just to pack on muscle? You can completely forget about those heavy barbells and all that complicated gym equipment and fancy machines. Sometimes the most straightforward approach turns out to be the most effective solution. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. In this video, we're going to break down how you can smartly incorporate push-ups into your workout routine to maximize your muscle building potential and see incredible results. It's also crucial to really understand the fascinating science that drives muscle development because knowledge is power when it comes to transforming your physique. More importantly, we'll reveal the exact number of push-ups you actually need to complete to get noticeably bigger and significantly stronger, taking all the guesswork out of your training. Later on in this discussion, I'll walk you through some essential tips on proper push-up form and technique to make sure you experience all the amazing benefits while keeping yourself safe from potential injury. After all, consistency is everything, and you can't be consistent if you're sidelined with preventable problems. So, what exactly is muscle hypertrophy, and why should you care about it? Muscle hypertrophy is essentially the biological process of increasing the actual size of your muscle cells through targeted physical training and consistent effort. In the specific context of push-ups, this growth happens as a direct result of repeatedly lowering and lifting your entire body weight during each movement, which effectively places controlled stress on your muscles and creates microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. Now, before you panic, these micro tears aren't something to worry about or fear. They're actually an absolutely essential part of the incredible muscle building process that your body has perfected over millions of years of evolution. As your body works hard to repair those microscopic tears, it doesn't simply patch them up and return them to their original state like some basic maintenance job. Instead, your body intelligently rebuilds them to become noticeably stronger and larger than they were before, essentially future-proofing your muscles and paving the way for even more impressive muscle growth down the road, ultimately allowing your body to handle increasingly greater challenges and weights as you continue to progress. How push-ups affect your body. Push-ups have been an absolute gym staple and go-to exercise since the very beginning of fitness training. And there's a really good reason why they've stood the test of time. This amazing exercise uses nothing more than your own body weight as resistance, and yet your body receives an incredible array of benefits in return for that simple investment of effort. So let's dig deeper and explore exactly how push-ups really affect your body on multiple levels, and why they're such a game changer for your overall fitness. Understanding how your body responds and reacts to push-ups is key to maximizing their effectiveness in your routine. When it comes to performing push-ups, it's always a complete guarantee that you're going to feel that satisfying burn in your muscles, regardless of which specific variation or style you choose to do. What makes push-ups so incredibly effective is that they recruit and activate so many different muscle groups all at the same time, including your chest, back, shoulders, and arms, creating a comprehensive upper body workout that's hard to beat. One of the major advantages and pros of this versatile exercise is that it can be easily modified and adjusted in countless different ways to target specific muscle groups more effectively and precisely. For instance, when you perform a standard push-up with your hands positioned directly underneath your shoulders, this placement will primarily emphasize and work your chest muscles, giving you that classic pec-building power. Meanwhile, switching to a narrow push-up variation with your hands placed much closer together near your sides will shift the focus and specifically target your triceps, helping you build those impressive arm muscles. Additionally, maintaining that solid plank form throughout the entire movement compels and forces your core muscles to stay actively engaged and working hard until you successfully finish all of your reps, giving you bonus ab work with every single push-up. This means you're essentially getting a core workout built right into your upper body routine, making push-ups incredibly efficient. Aside from that unmistakable and satisfying burn you feel spreading throughout your body during the exercise, push-ups can also be a great way to elevate your heart rate, especially when done in higher reps or at a faster tempo. Because this dynamic exercise simultaneously engages and activates so many major muscle groups all at once, it forces your heart to work significantly harder to efficiently transport oxygen-rich blood to all that active muscle tissue throughout your body. Ultimately, all that extra cardiovascular work translates into a healthy and beneficial stress on your heart muscle itself, effectively boosting and improving your overall cardiovascular health while building strength at the same time. One fascinating study even points to a compelling and significant link between push-up capacity and overall heart health, which really highlights just how powerful this simple exercise can be. According to this comprehensive research study, men who could successfully complete 40 push-ups in a row had a dramatically lower risk of developing serious heart problems and cardiovascular issues over the following 10-year period, compared to those who could only manage 10 push-ups or fewer. This research really drives home the point that push-ups aren't just about building impressive muscles, they're also an excellent indicator and builder of cardiovascular fitness. But maybe you're looking more into enhancing your overall strength and muscular endurance, rather than primarily getting a cardiovascular workout from your training sessions. Well, don't worry at all. Push-ups are also absolutely excellent and highly effective at developing both of those important fitness qualities as well. Push-ups work your entire core muscle system incredibly well, since the proper form essentially mimics holding a plank position, but with some added dynamic arm movements that create additional challenges and benefits. As such, you're actively building serious core strength and improving your stability by maintaining that solid plank form while simultaneously cranking out your repetitions, which creates a fantastic combination of static and dynamic muscle work. Besides developing impressive core strength, your entire upper body also gets significantly stronger and more defined, since this comprehensive exercise recruits and challenges all the major upper body muscle groups in one fluid movement. Lastly, as your overall strength continues to grow and develop over time, so does your valuable muscle endurance, creating a positive cycle of improvement that keeps building on itself. Enhanced muscle endurance not only helps you complete many more repetitions during your workouts, but it also makes it much easier and less taxing for you to handle everyday activities and tasks like carrying multiple heavy grocery bags, moving furniture, or playing with your kids without getting completely exhausted. Now let's talk about the crucial question: the optimal amount of push-ups you should be doing daily to see real results. To find out exactly how many push-ups you need to perform each day to effectively build muscle and see noticeable changes, first off, you absolutely must determine your current max repetitions for one complete set without stopping. This gives you a baseline to work from and ensures you're training at the right intensity level. Now just use that important number to calculate a realistic and effective push-up goal for your upper body workout routine, setting yourself up for consistent progress and success. Here are some practical and easy-to-follow guidelines based on your current maximum repetitions that will help you structure your training effectively. Number 1, if you currently max out at less than 25 push-ups in a single row without stopping, you should aim for completing somewhere between 50 to 75 total push-ups during your workout session. This range gives you a solid foundation to build upon while challenging your muscles appropriately. Number 2, if you can max out between 25 and 50 push-ups in one continuous set, then you should target completing anywhere from 75 to 150 total push-ups throughout your entire workout. This increased volume reflects your improved fitness level and pushes you toward even greater gains. Number 3, if you're already strong enough to max out at more than 50 push-ups in a single set while maintaining excellent form, then you should keep challenging yourself by aiming for an impressive 150 to 250 total push-ups during your training session. This higher volume ensures you continue progressing even at an advanced fitness level. So feel completely free to divide these total numbers into anywhere from 2 to 4 manageable sets throughout your workout, depending on what feels most comfortable and sustainable for your current fitness level. This flexibility allows you to customize your approach while still hitting your target volume. That being said, you definitely shouldn't become too comfortable or complacent with these suggested ranges over time. Consider them as an excellent starting goal and foundation, but make it your personal mission to gradually do more push-ups each and every week, consistently pushing your boundaries and challenging yourself to improve. Depending on your individual fitness level and recovery ability, I'd say a realistic and achievable goal is adding just 1 to 2 additional push-ups to your previous week's total number. It may sound a bit conservative and cautious at first glance, but that's because there is one absolutely crucial rule you must always remember and never compromise on. And that is to maintain perfect form at all times, no matter what. When you're determining your personal baseline, which is the maximum number of push-ups you can perform at once, you should immediately stop counting at the number of repetitions you can complete using completely proper technique and form. You definitely don't want to overdo it and push through with sloppy form, especially if you're a beginner who's still learning the movement patterns and building foundational strength. One major and obvious indicator that your form has already been compromised and needs immediate attention is when your butt starts sagging down toward the ground or sticking up high in the air, breaking that crucial straight line from head to heels. Additionally, maintaining a neutral neck position throughout the entire movement is also an absolute must for both safety and effectiveness. So avoid looking up or letting your head drop down during the exercise. So, just how far can you realistically get with nothing but push-ups in your fitness arsenal? Push-ups are truly a fantastic and versatile exercise movement that can help dramatically improve your overall upper body strength in ways that might surprise you. They can effectively help you build noticeable muscle mass, impressive strength, and incredible endurance. But the specific results you see will depend heavily on your training volume, the number of sets you perform, and how many reps you complete in each session. If your primary goal is to get significantly stronger and more powerful, you may eventually need to think about incorporating other upper body pushing exercises into your routine as well. This is because you're naturally limited with standard push-ups by your own body weight, which means there's a ceiling to how much resistance you can create without getting creative with variations or adding external weight. If your main goal is to improve your overall body composition and achieve that lean muscular look you're after, then you'll definitely need to focus seriously on your nutrition and eating habits in combination with your consistent workouts. Remember, abs are made in the kitchen, and you can't out-exercise a poor diet no matter how many push-ups you do.
And if you're still a beginner who currently has a maximum set of push-ups sitting below 10 repetitions, don't get discouraged. Just focus your energy on trying to steadily boost your total volume over time. You can then systematically increase the overall number of total push-ups you complete gradually each week, or challenge yourself to complete the same number of reps in a progressively shorter time period, both of which will drive impressive improvements.
Now, let's talk about why progressive overload matters so much for your success. Progressive overload is a fantastic and scientifically proven method of building serious muscle that has been used by athletes and fitness enthusiasts for decades. It essentially means gradually and systematically increasing either the amount of resistance you're working against or the total number of push-ups you perform over time, ensuring that you're consistently challenging yourself and forcing your body to adapt and grow stronger with each passing week. Progressive overload can also be accomplished by trying out different challenging variations of the basic exercise, which brings me to my next important point that will help take your training to the next level. Here are some fantastic push-up modifications that will add exciting variety to your routine and keep your muscles guessing. Number 1, T push-up. You'll perform completely standard push-ups with this dynamic variation, but you'll additionally pack and engage your shoulders between each repetition. At the very top of each rep during a T push-up, you rotate your entire body smoothly into a side plank position while lifting your free hand straight up toward the ceiling, creating that distinctive T shape with your body. Instead of stacking your feet on top of each other like you might in a regular side plank, you simply pivot and balance on them depending on the direction of your rotation, which adds an extra balance challenge. Do you want to specifically focus on strengthening and toning your core muscles though? Well, this incredible push-up modification will give you exactly that targeted core work you're looking for, combining upper body strength with serious abdominal engagement. Number 2, incline push-up. Incline push-ups are absolutely great if you're currently trying to progress toward achieving full standard push-ups. Want to dramatically increase the total number of push-ups you can perform, or simply need to take things a bit easier while still getting an effective workout. These modified push-ups work essentially the same muscle groups as the traditional movement, but require placing your hands on an elevated surface, like a bench, step, or sturdy chair, making them noticeably easier to perform while still providing excellent muscle activation. However, you'll still definitely want to keep your spine perfectly straight and maintain that solid plank position for proper form and maximum effectiveness. Here's a helpful tip that will guide your progression. Start at a higher altitude or elevation for the easier versions of this exercise, and then gradually move your hands closer and closer to the ground level as your strength steadily increases over time. This creates a natural progression path that will eventually lead you to full push-ups on the floor. If incline push-ups primarily focus on working your lower chest muscles and back muscles effectively, then decline push-ups, which we'll cover soon, specifically focus on targeting your upper chest and front shoulder muscles with greater intensity. But we'll dive deeper into those exciting variations shortly.
Number 3, plank push-up. A really good way to challenge your body and add some serious difficulty to your routine is to incorporate some isometric work in the form of plank push-ups, which combine static holds with dynamic movement. In this challenging variation, you start down on your forearms in the standard plank position, instead of beginning on your hands like you would with regular push-ups. Using one arm at a time in a controlled manner, you'll carefully push yourself up from your forearms to your palms until you reach the high plank position. Once you're successfully in that high plank position, with both hands planted firmly on the ground, you reverse course and slowly lower yourself back down to your forearms, one arm at a time, maintaining control throughout the entire movement. This creates an incredible workout for your core, shoulders, and arms all at once. But if the plank push-ups are getting too easy for you, and you're ready for an even greater challenge, you may definitely want to try this advanced variation called the diamond push-up, which primarily targets and isolates your triceps muscles with laser-like focus. Number 4, diamond push-up. Diamond push-ups are sometimes referred to as the tricep push-up by fitness enthusiasts, and for good reason. They absolutely torch those arm muscles. Instead of keeping your hands positioned shoulder width apart, like you would in a standard push-up, you'll bring them close together underneath your chest with your thumbs and index fingers touching to create a distinctive diamond or triangle shape with your hands. From this unique hand position, you'll perform the push-up exactly as you normally would, but keeping your elbows tucked close to your sides the entire time, rather than flaring them out. This hand placement shifts the emphasis from your chest muscles to your triceps, creating an intense arm-building exercise that will definitely challenge you.
Number 5, decline push-up. If you're already trying to crank out as many repetitions of standard push-ups as you possibly can and want to take things up a notch, why not challenge yourself with this demanding variation that will really test your limits? This exercise requires positioning your feet on an elevated surface like a bench, couch, or step to increase the angle of your body and dramatically boost the intensity of the entire exercise. As you perform decline push-ups, your core muscles fire intensely to keep your body properly stabilized in this challenging position, adding an extra element of difficulty. To adjust your difficulty level and find the sweet spot for your current fitness level, experiment with different surface heights or even play around with your tempo, slowing down the movement to make it even more challenging. Number 6, plyometric push-up. If decline push-ups aren't cutting it anymore and you're ready for something that will really make you work hard, I bet you'll find yourself catching your breath and feeling the burn with this incredibly demanding exercise. With a basic plyo push-up, you'll lower yourself down to within just a couple of inches off the ground, just like you would with a normal push-up. But then, you focus intensely on explosive strength and power as you push your body up with such force that your hands actually lift a couple of inches completely off the ground between each repetition. This creates an incredible burst of power that challenges your muscles in a completely different way than regular push-ups. If you're brand new to plyometrics and explosive movements, Definitely start slow and controlled, and make sure to land as gently as possible to avoid any potential wrist injury or strain. These movements require practice and conditioning, so don't rush the learning process.
Now let's talk about something equally important. Recovery is absolutely part of the journey, and it's really crucial to incorporate proper rest days into your training routine for optimal results. Without adequate rest and recovery time, your form and technique will become unsustainable over time, ultimately leading to a much greater risk of injury and significantly diminishing returns on all your hard work. Fitness experts consistently suggest a training frequency of anywhere from 2 to 4 times per week for push-up routines. But this recommendation will definitely depend on your current level of fitness, your recovery capacity, and what your specific goals are for your physique and strength development. But if you're always feeling excessively sore and achy after your workouts, experiencing sleeping problems or insomnia, or noticing reduced strength and performance during your training sessions, it may be a clear telltale sign of overextension and overtraining. In these cases, you may need to take a step back from your overall training intensity and volume to allow your body to properly recover. According to scientific research, a 48 to 72-hour rest period is generally adequate and recommended for proper resistance training recovery between intense sessions. So please, take a rest when you genuinely need to. It's actually an incredible opportunity for your body to recover, repair, and rebuild itself stronger than before. And taking rest days definitely won't make you any less dedicated or committed to your fitness goals. Quality over quantity. This principle is absolutely fundamental to your success. The path to building impressive muscles isn't just about counting how many push-ups you can crank out in a single session or bragging about your numbers to friends. What actually holds much more weight and importance is how well you can perform each individual repetition with proper form, control, and precision throughout the entire range of motion. In the fitness world and among serious athletes, quality consistently reigns supreme over quantity every single time. Maintaining good form ensures that every single muscle is engaged correctly and efficiently, significantly reducing your risk of painful injury while simultaneously maximizing all the incredible benefits of the exercise. Perfect form serves as your solid foundation that allows your movements to be smooth, controlled, and effective, giving you the best possible results from every rep you perform. Because you've reached this important part of the video and you're clearly committed to improving your technique, here are some essential and practical tips to follow religiously when you perform push-ups. Tip number 1. Always keep your core muscles engaged and tight to prevent your lower back from arching excessively and your hips from sagging down toward the ground. Think about pulling your belly button toward your spine and maintaining that solid plank position throughout the entire movement. Tip number 2. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders perfectly aligned with your spine at all times during the exercise. Either keep your gaze focused on the floor a few feet in front of you or look straight down toward the ground while performing your push-ups. Here's a simple test. If you can clearly see the ceiling above you or your own feet below you, then your head position is either too high or too low and needs immediate adjustment. Tip number 3. Keep your hands positioned directly under your shoulders for optimal stability and power transfer. Your hands should be placed a little more than hip-width apart, but should still align perfectly with your shoulders for the most effective positioning. Placing your hands too far forward puts unnecessary and potentially harmful extra pressure on your shoulder joints, which can lead to discomfort or injury over time. Now that you understand the importance of proper form and technique, let's talk about some of the most common mistakes that can completely sabotage your progress and potentially lead to frustrating injuries. Even with the best intentions and all the right knowledge, it's incredibly easy to fall into these common traps that can derail your entire fitness journey before you even realize what's happening. Mistake number 1, going too fast and rushing through your repetitions. This is probably the biggest mistake that beginners make when they're eager to see quick results. When you perform push-ups too rapidly, you're essentially cheating yourself out of the incredible muscle-building benefits and relying on momentum rather than actual muscle strength.
Slow, controlled movements create much more muscle tension and activation, which is exactly what drives serious growth and development. Mistake number 2, ignoring the negative or lowering portion of the movement. Many people focus only on pushing themselves up and then basically just drop down quickly to the starting position, like it doesn't matter. However, the lowering phase is absolutely crucial and can actually be even more important than the pushing phase for building muscle. Take your time on the way down and aim for at least 2 to 3 seconds of controlled descent to maximize the muscle building potential. Mistake number 3, holding your breath throughout the entire exercise. Proper breathing is absolutely essential for maintaining good form and getting oxygen to your working muscles. You should inhale as you lower your body down toward the ground, and then exhale forcefully as you push yourself back up to the starting position. This breathing pattern helps stabilize your core and gives you more power during each rep.
Mistake number 4, doing partial range of motion to inflate your numbers. It's tempting to only go halfway down, so you can claim you did more push-ups, but this approach severely limits your results and doesn't build functional strength. Your chest should come within just a couple of inches of the ground on each rep, and you should push all the way up until your arms are fully extended. Quality, full-range repetitions will always beat quantity partial reps. Mistake number 5, training through pain and ignoring your body's warning signals. There's definitely a difference between the satisfying muscle burn that comes from a good workout and actual sharp pain that indicates potential injury. If you feel any sharp, shooting, or persistent pain in your wrists, shoulders, or lower back, stop immediately and assess your form or take a rest day. Pushing through real pain can turn a minor issue into a major injury that sidelines you for weeks or months. Mistake number 6, not progressing or changing your routine over time. Your body is incredibly smart and adapts quickly to whatever challenges you throw at it. If you do the exact same push-up routine week after week without any progression or variation, your results will eventually plateau completely. Remember to gradually increase your volume, try new variations, or adjust your tempo to keep challenging your muscles in new and exciting ways.
The thing is, even after having all of that crucial information completely engraved into your mind and your muscle memory, it's incredibly important that you also take care of your overall body aesthetics and total physique development. And here's the reality, you simply can't achieve that complete, well-rounded look just by doing push-ups forever, no matter how perfect your form becomes. Lucky for you, we have exactly the right solution and comprehensive approach that will take your fitness journey to the next level in this next video. So make absolutely sure you watch that next to discover the missing pieces of your transformation puzzle.